All right, gang. How y'all doing? I am going to explain the promotion guidelines and to show you what a great opportunity this is. All right, let's talk about the career progression for a personal producer. We will promote you based on your total personal production from day one when you join us. As soon as you hit 10,000 issue paid premium, we'll promote you to a 60% commission rate. That could take 2 months, 1 month, 6 months. Whenever you hit that 10,000 mark, boom, we put you at 60%. When you hit the 25,000 total issue paid premium, we'll move you to a 65%. 50,000, you'll earn 70%, 100,000, 75%, 200,000, and you'll hit the 80% commission rate. And that is the top commission rate for our personal producers. Now you can do the 200,000 in a year, 6 months, 5 years, it doesn't matter. As soon as you hit that mark, we'll promote you. During this process, you could bring on 2 or 3 other people in your agency. Their production will also count for your personal production promotions as well. So let's say you bring 2 or 3 other people on and they do 5,000 each, that's 15,000. You do 10,000, that's 25,000 total. Boom, we'll put you up at a 65% commission rate. And in fact, if you do 50,000 in 1 month, we're going to bump you up to 70. So this is not doesn't have to be a gradual thing. If you do it right away, gang, boom, we're going to hit it. If you do 200,000 in 1 month, the second month we'll promote you to an 80%. So that's how simple the personal production guidelines are. All right, gang, let's talk about building an agency and how you move up the promotion guidelines for building an agency. For building an agency, all you need is 1 issue paid producer in your group, and we'll move you to a 60% commission rate. They just have to do 1 policy, at least 1 policy over $1. We'll move you to a 60% right away. When your total hierarchy does 7,500 2 months in a row, we'll move you to a 65% commission rate. The next levels of the business, team builder at 70%, all you need are 2 organizations underneath you, one that does 5,000 issue paid premium, another that does $1 of issue paid premium, and a total agency volume of 10,000. So obviously if you had someone that did 5,000, let's say someone did 1,000, that's 6,000, then your personal production would count for your total hierarchy for a total of 10,000, all right? To move to the 75% team leader level, you need 3 organizations. It could be 3 people, 3 legs. 1 organization does 7,500. The second one does 2,500 of issue paid premium. The next one does more than $1. And you do that for 2 months in a row. We'll move you to 75% total premium of $15,000. Okay. Now here's another unique thing about a program is that your personal production counts for your largest leg. So let's say you had 1 leg at the team leader level that did 5,000, right? And the second leg did 2,500 and the third one did over $1, and you need more production. Let's say you did 10,000. Your 10,000 counts for that first leg to go over 7,500, and your total business is 15,000. You'll move to 75% when you do that 2 months in a row. To hit key leader at 80%, you need 4 organizations, a total hierarchy volume of 25,000. You need 7,500 at least in your first organization, 5,000 in your second group, 2,500 in your third group, and over $1 in your fourth group. And that could be 3 people in that first leg, could be 2 people in the second leg, then 1 and 1. Whatever, it doesn't matter how many agents, just purely volume and 4 legs. Let's go to the next level. 85% agency manager. This is where you want to be. This is where all the good stuff happens. To hit the agency manager, you need a total hierarchy volume of 50,000. You need 1 leg to at least be 25,000, the second at 15,000, the third at 7,500, and the fourth to do over $1. And again, your personal production counts for your biggest leg. So if that first leg is short by 5,000, whatever you do will go into that first leg, and then of course adds to your total hierarchy volume. So when you do that 2 months in a row, boom, you hit agency manager. District manager, 25,000 in first leg, 25,000 in the second leg, 15,000 in the third leg, 7,500 in the fourth leg, total hierarchy volume 75,000, and you move up to a 90% commission rate. To the regional manager level, 50,000 in your first leg, 25,000 in your second, 25,000 in your third, 7,500 in your fourth, total hierarchy 110,000. You can move to the 95%. National manager 150,000 total hierarchy volume. The legs are now 5 organizations. You need a 50,000 leg, 25,000, 25,000, 15,000, and 10,000. And do that 2 months in a row. You move to the 100% commission rate at national manager. Now here we go to the vice president level. The vice president level, you need 50,000 in your first leg, 50,000 second leg, then 3 25,000 legs each for a total of 200,000 hierarchy volume, 2 months in a row, 105. Executive vice president, 300,000 total volume. Now you need 6 legs, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, and 2 25,000 legs. Bam, 110%. Now this shows you the chart that goes from board member level all the way up to the chairman's council member. And this is where you have voting rights to be able to make major decisions in our company. So anyway, gang, that is our promotion program to move up. So let's talk about GLO. The generational loyalty override is an exciting feature of our promotion guidelines. This prevents you at the agency manager level freaking out that you have a downline organization running up on your contract. This is how you get rewarded, by helping other teammates get to your level, the agency manager 85% level. That's why the agency manager level is so important, because every agency manager that you break out underneath you, you'll earn a generational loyalty override, okay? So I show here that the generation override will go down to 7 generations. So this shows if you broke out seven different agency managers all in one leg. The first one you break out, you're going to earn 8% on that first agency manager. And let's say that first one breaks out a second, you'll earn 5% override on that second manager. You break out a third one underneath that person, 4%, another one down below, 2%, another one, 2%, another one, 1%, another one, 1%. So you will always earn on anybody that hits the agency manager level in multiple legs in depth. And this is a very exciting concept, gang, because you will never lose that override, even if they should move up. So let's show you an example of that. Let's say you have different managers. You're at 85, but let's say you just didn't do enough in your outside organizations to move up to a 90%. But what if you had people in that leg in depth pass you up? Well, here's what's cool, is you will always earn the generational override bonus on them. So let's say the person below you went to a 95. They passed you by 10%. You will still always earn 8% on that person. So let's say the next manager below them went to the 110% level, which was, what, $500,000 of volume a month. You're going to always make that 5% override on that agency manager, or EVP now. Let's say the person below them went all the way to the top at 120% at 6 million. You're always going to have 4% on that person. And then let's say you got another 85% manager under them. You have a 2% GLO. That person breaks another 85%er. You got a 2% GLO on them. That person breaks out a manager that went all the way to the 100% national manager level. You'll make 1% on them. And then the person at the very bottom, the 7th generation, 85% manager, you'll make 1% on them. So this is an exciting concept, because no matter where they fall as far as where they're going up in the levels, you'll always make the generational generational loyalty override. GLO, man. GLO, the cash flow GLO. And you will be walking around, man. This is your retirement program. This is how you will, oh, man, set up your children's children, man. That rocks. Let's show you another example. Let's say that you're at the 110 level and all your managers down below you are either at your level or some level of agency manager. Let's show you how you will still earn overrides plus the GLO bonus. This rocks. So let's say your first generational manager is at 85. Well, you're going to make the 8% GLO on them, but you will also earn the 25% override differential between the 110 and 85. All right. Now let's say the next generation, the second generation manager below them gets to the 90%. Well, you'll make that 5% GLO bonus on them, but because you have a 20% override, you'll still earn that 20% override on that manager because that manager surpassed the one above them, so you'll make that 20% override. Let's say the third generation manager breaks out, and let's say they get to a 95, so that person even surpassed their two upline managers. You'll not only get the 4% GLO bonus, but you're going to get an additional 15% override on that agency, all right? So now let's say that the fourth generation manager is at the 105% commission rate. Well, you're going to make that 2% GLO on that organization, which is massive volume at a 105, right? And then you'll earn a 5% override on them. And then the next generation manager is underneath at 100%, so they didn't bypass them. So you'll still earn 2% on them, but your override on them is not 10%, it's 5% because it's the difference between the next highest manager, right? So you'll have that 5% on that manager at the fifth generation. And then let's say you got a 110 person that matched your 110 level. You're going to make a 1% on that manager. Okay, and I think they're doing 300,000 in total volume, but you will not earn any override because they match your contract levels. So you're not going to make any override, but you're going to make a 1% GLO bonus. And let's say they have an 85% manager underneath them. That's the seventh generation manager. You're going to earn 1% on them, but you're not going to earn an override because their upline matched your contract level at 110. All right, but the GLO bonus, gang, rocks.